Michael found ants in the bathroom. Well, these are peanut shells from last night and ants. So now I'm gonna have to go in the pantry and see if they're attacking something in there, because we can't have those little tiny ants in here. We had this problem once before in Zephyr Hills. So here I go.
Have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream.
Alright, so now the search begins for where the ants may be coming in. Heidi's got laundry going. It's a beautiful day. It's not even warm out. I mean, it's just nice. So ants can obviously only come up in a couple of places. One of them is going to be on the power cord, which there's, oh, there they are. There they are. They're on the power cord. That's where they're at. Yeah, that's where they're at. Well, if they're that plentiful on the power cord, we'll go ahead and soak that. They're probably that plentiful in other places too, because they're all over the power cord. See if they're on the sewer hose. That's another place. And of course, regular old hoses. I think it was the power cord. That means they entered in the back of the RV most likely. No big deal. Yeah, I don't see them on the sewer hose at all, which it looks like Heidi has the gray tank pulled because she's doing laundry. I don't see anything on my oh yeah, there's one there. Oh, that's the black tank flush. So we'll just hit this real quick. I don't like doing that to the freshwater hose, but one of the things that people don't talk about whenever they're full-time and, you know, stuff like this happens. And like Heidi said, when we had a travel trailer, we had them in Zephyr Hills, and they got into our laundry. I'm sorry, they got into our stove, and it was a nightmare once they got into the stove. I'm just trying to help Heidi out by trying to find out where they actually entered, because she's in there tearing up the counter. And how about another topic altogether, our blue tote, that big 42-gallon blue tote, just hanging on with those two ratchet straps this whole time. Man, we've really gone down some rough roads, and there it sits. That's a good spot for it. So if you guys have a travel trailer, I'm sorry, a Rockwood fifth wheel, look into putting it there, because it works. I mean, that really works. We scored another night here. Now, I was watching the video, you know, that I was editing, showing that we got here, and I know that it appears to be a parking lot, and it pretty much for the most part is. But I looked at the satellite photos of this place. This used to be all a big yard. I'm talking about just a grassy area, and they did a really good job installing all this stuff. I'll tell you, I like what they've done. Obviously somebody got it with some money, and they're doing some work on it to make it a little bit, you know, nicer. The only thing I would suggest to them is maybe taking and spray painting lines on the ground, just for reference. It just makes things a little bit easier. But yeah, this is pretty decent. So the reason we scored another night here is because we was looking at the way the path of the hurricane has gone, and we don't have any problems with staying in weather like this for quite some time, even though we may be starting to head back down towards Florida. And by then we should get a good feel for the roads. We'll hear about road closures and delays and all that stuff, and then we'll head back down to Vero Beach. Oh yeah, here we are. There we are. These guys are on that hose, so I gotta get in this thing here. You can see the water down there. Go around to the whole boat. I apologize for the wind, but I wanted to show you the entrance of the park. This is pretty decent. You've got the restaurant that we just came from. You saw a little clip of that. But this is going to take you to the restaurant if you go down this way. It also takes you down to the boat slips. And as far as where we're heading to now, so how do you got to get out of the road, is the switching station over here. We hear these trains all day long. All this that's behind me used to be a grassy area, just a grassy area, and they have put infrastructure in all the way through there. I don't know what that building is off in the distance. Maybe we'll see if we can explore that a little bit. I doubt it, but they do have a playground here for the kids, which I don't know how feasible that is. I mean, they're doing what they can, and there is a little park area over here with a little like dog walk. So anyways, we're gonna go check out this switching station. So this is just a loop, that's all it is. So it's just kind of like a little dog walk, whatever, and a picnic area. Again, apologize for the wind, but we are still feeling some effects of the storm, even though we're not even close to it. Just wind, that's it.
Feels nice.
Yeah, it does feel nice. This is where you'll come in at. Here's the sign. We're gonna step off the road so people can see. And then you can see we're gonna go out here, when we leave, we'll get out here to 65. You got Troy and Wetumpka. That takes you off to where you can get on the highway relatively quick. And this place is right off the highway. So it says no trespassing. I don't know if I wanna take a gamble on that. We might be able to, but yeah, check this out. They got all these trains here. This is where they do all their switching at. And that's what this guy's doing here. They're waiting to back up in here and hook up to the next set of cars. Now, we hear this at night, pretty much all night long. So it's something that if you are sensitive to, be aware of it. Check it out. This looks like the old, remember the Warner Brothers? It was a cartoon or something. Our kids used to watch it. Remember that water tower? That's what that looks like. It's exactly what that looks like. So this guy's starting to move. We have no idea the process that goes on here. Again, I hate that the wind is making things hectic for you guys, but I'll try to use this sign as much as possible. I don't think it's working very well though. Yeah. Either way. Now, we're not train fanatics or anything like that, so don't get an idea that's what we do. We'll show you this side though. The wind's not going to affect us this way. There's the city. I think that's downtown. That's pretty cool. Of course, our truck is hooked up and we are not unhooking it. And look how beautiful the weather is during all of that. I mean, as this is being filmed, the eye is just making sure on Fort Myers. So hopefully Heidi's friends are okay there in Fort Myers. They're, like I said, they're at the what's that called again?
Landings.
The landings, yeah, the landings in
Debbie
Fort
and
Myers.
Jeff,
Yeah.
Bob and Suzanne. Hope you're well, and we pray that the storm isn't as bad as.
Yeah, they live, I don't know how else to say it, pretty much on the water.
Yeah,
I mean,
real
at a marina.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll have to see how that is. But yeah, it's beautiful weather here. So our plans, since we've got this whipped out here, our plans are to leave this location not tonight. We're staying here tonight and not the next night. We're gonna stay here. So we stayed last night. We're staying one more night here, and then one more night. We just added another day. That's all they have available here. And then we're heading to an old standby. We're going to go to the Lake Eufaula. We gave them a call, and they got a great deals. Good SAM discount. They stuck us on a site. They said that they're going to put a cheater box on our site so we can have 50 amp service. Actually, we'll have 60 amp service, believe it or not. And then what we'll do is pay for 5 nights and get 2 free.
Yep.
So it's not very expensive.
So if you stay a week, it's 5 nights, get 2 nights free. If you stay less than that, you can get the Good Sam's discount.
Yes, right. So we'll pick up, obviously when we're doing stuff there, but I thought I'd give you a heads up on that. This is a very cool building. I don't know. I just keep on looking at it. Yeah, it's a church. Heidi seems to think, and I kind of agree, it might be in the old train station. So we decided to walk around this little trail. It must be set up by the city or something. Check this out. Oh my God, they're so good. They're just, it's pecan tree. I mean, they're all over the ground here. There's piles of them in the woods there. They're in the weeds. They're just everywhere. Anyways, I'm gonna eat this because
That tastes good.
so good, so fresh. Oh my God! Tell you what, if we move to this area, I'm planting one of those trees. I'll be out there every day. Oh, there's another one out in the middle of the thing here. We're just walking around. Told Heidi that there's a wild boar in here. She don't believe me. I'm kidding. That's what she did to me in Tampa. If you guys didn't see that, when we were in Hillsborough Preserve riding our bikes, there's some noise coming from the woods, and I said, it's probably just a bird or something. And she says, no, that sounds like a wild boar or something. I said, that ain't true. And the very next day or that next weekend, so a few days after that, they had a wild boar hunt in that preserve. I guess it's kind of cool. This nice little walking round track here. I don't know what that else is in the distance. Maybe we'll go check that out. It's kind of a cool trail. It's kind of closed and it's not marked or anything, but there's lots of parking. And look at that old building over here. It looks kind of cool. Yeah, I have no idea where this goes, if it continues on or if this is the end, but there are bollards up there, like it's a bike trail. Maybe it dumps you back on the road. That's a good possibility. Yeah, I think that's exactly it. I don't think that this trail is quite complete, or I don't know what else. Finished.
Somewhere though.
Yeah, there. Maybe it starts here. That could be. So we came back through the gate. We could have came through this other gate. We didn't realize it. But that park's on the other side of that tree line there. One day it'll be complete, I'm sure. There's some cool old RVs in here. They got that Airstream over there. There's another old Airstream there, but there's a little tiny Airstream that's behind that truck you can't see. And then that's us. Look at this fool. Idiot. Trying to level his crap out without unbolting. Got wood blocks underneath his truck. What a hoopy. So we're going to go head down towards the water. So we came down the hill. There's some sort of a trail that's over there. It goes over to a bridge. We started walking, but the water's kind of disgusting over there. It's just, mucky, murky. It's kind of where the cove ends or stops. But if you come down the hill here with your rig, not your RV, obviously. Oh, although I wonder how much we would have to pay if they set us up with a spot down here. Would that be nice?
Yeah.
Oh, this would be really cool. But yeah, that's what I was just thinking too. Right up in there. The restaurant's up above. People are eating up there where we just were. I'll tell you that this is a good idea, right?
This is very nice.
So me and Heidi's been talking about this for a long time. Which one of these boats would be ours? Right? The houseboats?
Look at that little shanty thing.
That's what I'm talking about. That's all I'm wanting. Just a little tiny shanty. So the Isle of View, it's okay. It's not bad, but I think the one to have is that one over there across the way. Yeah, I guess we had to get a newer boat. It'd be like this one here. And that's not even that new. Yeah.
It's laminating already.
Oh, there's some kind of cruises here. It says right there. It says something cruise.
Oh, I seen that.
Sip and cycle
Yeah.
pedal cruise. Okay. There is no way that I'm pedaling my boat.
Yeah, but I think you're sipping wine. I don't know.
So, yeah, I'm not doing that. But that is cool. That is very cool. It's kind of like those bicycles that you pedal and they drive through the city. Well, there's a boat that does the same thing. Wonder how much it costs to keep a boat here. So, of course, this is some sort of little cove. This is part of the marina. So you can have your RV up top and you can have your boat down here. And then, of course, you can go out on the river. Now, oh, you can rent it? Yeah, Capital Oyster Bar, rent me. Oh, there's two of them. Well, why didn't we know about that? Wonder how much it costs to rent it. I don't know anything about boating. I'm sure I could figure it out as we go along. But anyways, there's the restaurants behind us where we were just up at earlier. There's that big old power plant. So cool. Says it was a Catholic school at some point. I don't understand that. They should put a picnic table out here with a pavilion. Oh, what a nice view down the... You can see that park that the bike trail will eventually go to. See it? It's off to your left. There's some sort of a cruise ship down there too. They took these ladders down. I bet you this ladder used to take you up to that building. I'd love to go up to that building. It's got to be haunted. Again, we're looking to make sure that we're stepping on sticks, not snakes. But yeah, look at that down there. I don't think I can get this on the video because I don't have my video set up correctly on the phone for this. It's got more stabilization and stuff there, but that is really cool. Now that park eventually I think is supposed to be attached to the bike trail that we were just on, so you could ride your bikes there. So the park charges $40 a night. I'm sure there's discounts for monthly.
That was a big fish that just came
But
out.
no fishing. I don't understand why we can't fish. I mean, anytime there could be a fish. Look at that one jump. Did you see that?
No, that fish that was you missed, it was like this big.
Heidi says it's... Wait a minute, hold on. No, it's probably that big. I'm sure of it. But talk about staging videos. Look at the fish jump at any time if you just look. Oh, there's one there.
Well, that looked like a tiny one.
It is a rock bass, as in a rock that I picked up on the driveway. But yeah, this is a really nice park. Again, pricey. I'm sure a lot of you are saying, oh, I don't want to do that. We like the ability to, you know, like in this case, just go and have dinner, walking distance. Once they get that bike trail finished, if that's exactly what they're doing, to ride the bike into downtown, that would be awesome. It's a nice, very, very nice area. I like I said, a couple chairs, just hang out, watch the non-existent boats go up and down the river, but I'm sure they do at some point. All right, enough of this. You've seen enough of this.
It's Wednesday anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
So